Namo Quan Yin Pusa, Namo Quan Yin Pusa, Namo Quan Yin Pusa, Namo Quan Yin Pusa. Hello, I'm here to introduce you to a set of cards, which is a conglomeration of Shirley at Wiccamoon and myself, Sujin E. We will go through the cards one at a time to explain to you basic meanings of them. I'll have to adjust this a little bit. It's not very clear. This is the card of gift. It's a remembering and also a remembrance because this is a bouquet of many, many colored poppies. It's for healing, exclusiveness, and to think life is a gift. The next one we have is celebration. There are two lovely roses, both in pink. Now, with celebration, you celebrate, you receive joy, you create refined, unconditional love. And if you draw this card for whoever you're sitting with, this is what you can apply to. And the next one would be home. Sorry, I shall get myself sorted here. Yes, the next card would be home. With home, with the sunflowers, you have the vitality, the sunshine is multi-seeded, and it's abundance, and there's possibility of a new home. The next one is temptation. That is a lovely tree bearing fruits. With temptation, you have the magical mysteries, the goddess energy. Enjoy a vigorous life, be happy, don't be bitter, sharp, or sweet. You have to excuse me a little bit because I'm referring to the profound words of the goddess Shirley Moon. Sorry, the priestess Shirley Moon. These are her profound words, which I really, really treasure. The next one we have is deliverance. Now, deliverance is a pair of three peonies. Um, Again, they're pink, but there's full of growth with the green. Tree peonies are deep rooted. We have the word deliverance, have compassion for yourself. Trust all will be well. Balance. Don't overload unconditional growth. And that's for deliverance. And the next one we have are a pair of poppies. I could also say, you could say this person is the person that is in front of you that you're doing a reading for, or it could be yourself. And there's one in the background, and there's one coming into fruition, which is the bud. So for harmony, I would say spiritual tranquility, healing, emotional harmony, peace of mind, seek the truth, and trust in a life's journey. Also, it could be like the soldiers that went to war. It's like a medal for them, and it's a thank you for all their help for us. The next one we have would be relationship. Now, with relationship, you have um, the anemones. The anemones are slightly on the weaker side. We go for relationship, coming together, gentle hearts, win through, something lacking in your relationship. With compassion, you attain your spiritual self. Lots of purple, blues, emotional, and also a few stresses. Um, with anemones, they need propping up. So that sums up what we're talking about with the relationship. The next one we have is potential. Potential is made up of many, many unusual tulips. I mean, I painted these um, because I just like the exotic look of them. And the words we have for this one with potential is vibrant energy, get up and go, using your creative potential, have confidence, don't be afraid of anything, believe you are some you are strong rather enough to be successful, and that would be for your potential. Beautiful, beautiful. There is a special word for these tulips. The next one we get to is spirituality. Now, spirituality is made up of many, many water lilies. As you know, water lilies grow deep in the ground with full of mud, and it needs to be nourished with a lot of fertilizer, and it just works its way through the deep, deep waters, and mainly muddy water. So for spirituality, we would say a chance to create spiritual self after what has been a difficult time come into the light with the beautiful pink blossoms and also perfume. Have faith, everything works out in the end. The next one we have is inspiration. Now, with inspiration, I would say give yourself some strength, chin up, inspire your life, new meanings, potential, dig deep, root yourself, honor path chosen, be inspired to be successful by the joy of life. And this painting shows you how the peony is forming there and yet is lineated with very delicate lines. I think when you get hold of the set of cards, the detail will be much better for you. The next one we have is heart. Now this is a lovely bonsai tree which I have cultivated for many years, or maybe I should say I styled. I adopted this shrub when he was about 25 years old, and I've been working on it for about another 20 years. And I managed to just put it on paper, paint it on paper. For heart, I would say it's a time for healing, thoughts, new feelings. Let go of negative thoughts. I mean, you've got some lovely structure here. This also defines a person that is fully groomed, proper in whatever they're doing, and everything in place. That could also be meaning. With these cards, I find you have the guiding words from Shirley, the priestess, but I think you could apply um, with your own intuition. Look at the colors, look at the way the petals form, the way the flowers open. There's buds coming in between. I mean, to me, this looks like the person that you're looking at, or if it's yourself, there's also a partner there, and there's somebody else in the background. that is not quite behaving themselves. So for adventure, we would say transformation, change, honor your sexuality. Even you feel like a caterpillar, you got these butterflies here, which signifies they've pupated and formed into butterflies. Also, butterflies are quite spiritual. Emotional trauma can be healed. Time to start again. And these are lovely hibiscus, which I had a commission job to paint them for somebody in the States. The next card we're going for is abundance. Again, three peonies all grouped together, but different colors, different postures. Um, and now for abundance, we would say Quan Yin, open to all. Abundance in all its forms. Free yourself from constraints. Enhance creative space. Honor abundance in your life. The next one we come is journey. In all, I have created 23 cards, which are all my paintings over the years, and most of them are in private collections. Um, and now we have the journey. Journey again is made up of tulips, and there's a lovely dragonfly, which is also just a fleeting moment in life. I think it lasts for about 24 hours. For journey, we would say illusions, not seeing things for what they are. Don't forget journey you are on. We need support in our journeys at times. Stand in your own power. And again, you have a multiple amount of tulips. Now for seek, made up of many racemes of wisteria. This was growing in my garden, which I harvested and painted. To me, this wisteria pushes along all the time, all through the year. In the spring, you will get this, but you will only get this if um, you take the trouble to trim it properly, fertilize it properly, and then in the spring, you will have this beautiful display of wisterias. The purple color is obviously for healing, for giving uh, people time of day, just giving a listening ear. Now, for companionship, it's a pair of geese. Now, geese mate for life. Geese migrate, so this could also be from one abode to another. That could be possible, but I think it's really basically up to you to summarize what you feel. You see, you have this very distinct, I would say, male, because normally males are very well formed, and then you got the female. So he's probably trying to attract her attention, and that could be what you'll be telling the person that you're doing the reading for, or for yourself. And the next one is insight. Insight tells me that you ought to look at, in this case, the flower, but it could be a person. If a person um, that you are understanding, you're just facing frontal sort of admiration, you should also look from the back of the person or the flower, understand where they come from, what they're made of. For the next one, which is faith, to me, I'm always inspired by the mountains and the pines that grow on the edge of the mountain. Apparently, they seed themselves into sandstone, and then over the years, through all the weathers, etc., etc., um, they prune themselves because they grow, they die, they grow, they die. And in the end, you have such a lovely image with the waterfall behind. That also could mean cleansing. So have faith, take a leap of faith in whatever you do. Or maybe it's time for you to have, a leap of faith. Now, with tranquility, this explains it all. I mean, I was involved with people that are into sailing, etc. So this is what inspired me to paint this. Um, it's a very watery type picture. It's very emotional. To me, go with the flow because if you allow the weather and the wind to take you wherever you're going, you will achieve what you're doing. So if you draw this card, be patient. Your emotions are high, but at the end of the day, take your time and and go with the flow. You will get your results. For search, these are Lady Hillingdon roses, pink for unconditional, pink for love. There is a slight grayness in the background, which obviously is in one's mind, but through climbing and climbing, I harvested these roses on top of the apple tree. And this is the reason why um, I summarize the words searched, because the rose looks towards the sun, and when it reaches to its highest, it feeds itself, and then this is the flowers they give you. So I think spiritually we would say, if you search and you are patient, you look for it, things come into fruition, and love will happen, and you're able to give love out too. Now with harmony um, to me comes in about three stages. The problems start and all the negative and all the dark areas, you soon overcome it, and then you get this sort of proper stationary sort of understanding of the problem, and then you get to the top half, which to me is bliss. It's like love happens in three stages: when you first meet, when you actually get together, and then when you actually understand each other, you do your own thing. So I would say this would be harmony in finding your space with awareness. Awareness to me is the yin and yang of life. Um, in this case, there's too much vitality, and the reason of the vitalities is all intermarked with many other colors, which is obviously, if you understand colors, it reminds you of different issues. Then you have the yin, which is the feminine. Um, that is the lighter part of it. And if you have a balance of awareness, you would attain, with the help of obviously Quan Yin, you will attain a peaceful existence. Now, with shelter, which is the kimono lady. I just love the inspiration of the Japanese costumes because it carries so many stories. Now, with shelter, I would say put on a different facade when you're faced with problems, etc. Just put on a different, I mean, in the West, we will say hat, but I find the kimono much more demonstrative. You got the umbrella, so you will get help from Guan Yin if you ask for it, and you'll be sheltered. Now, these cards are available from wiccamoon, and there is a little booklet accompanying it. Um, and you can get it from www.wiccamoon.org.uk. I hope you've enjoyed my little bit explanation of the cards, and may Guan Yin bless you. Namo Quan Yin Pusa, Namo Quan Yin Pusa, and I look forward to seeing you again. And I hope you've enjoyed my little explanations of my 23 oracle cards. And blessed be. Namo Quan Yin Pusa, Namo Quan Yin Pusa, Namo Quan Yin Pusa, Namo Quan Yin Pusa, Namo Quan Yin Pusa. Blessed be Shirley. Namo Quan Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Quan Yin Pusa.